For many years, fans have speculated that North West might be jealous of Blue Ivy, but we're starting to believe that it's Blue Ivy who is jealous of North. Blue Ivy and North West are probably the most famous celeb kids in the world because of their famous parents. When they were born, we were all sure they would be immediate besties because of how close their dads Jay-Z and Kanye West were, but instead there seems to be more and more distance between them as they grow up. We all wondered why the two didn't get along for years, but now it seems Kim Kardashian is finally revealing the real reason Blue and North aren't close, and the reason will shock you. Although Blue Ivy and North are close in age, they're living very different lives. While Blue is winning Grammys, co-writing songs, and performing in music videos, North is photobombing her mom, attending high-end fashion shows, and already getting millions of followers doing TikToks. It's clear that both Kim Kardashian and Beyonce have very different visions for their daughters' lives. Kim is more comfortable taking a laid-back approach with North and letting her be a kid. Beyonce, on the other hand, is a perfectionist and is determined to raise Blue as a literal girl boss, someone to be the next Beyonce. Beyonce has been called out several times for forcing Blue to be like her and not letting her live a normal life. It's obvious from the way B talks about Blue in interviews as if she's a grown woman and not a little girl. Many fans think this is so problematic because Blue never got the chance to be a child before being thrown into the industry by B. Even on Wikipedia, Blue Ivy is described as an American singer. That's because less than 48 hours after she was born, her voice was featured on the song Glory by Jay-Z, and she became the youngest person to chart on any Billboard chart. On the other hand, North doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. I guess that's because North's parents recognize that she's a child and not a business commodity. It's easy to believe that Blue Ivy might be jealous of North West. Northie is allowed the freedom to be a child while Blue is required to follow strict rules by Beyonce. Of course, Beyonce and Jay-Z are great parents and know exactly what they're doing. They've planned out Blue's future to a T, and we don't know how to feel about it, but if Blue wanted to be a doctor or an athlete instead of doing music like her parents, is she even allowed to choose who she wants to be? Kim, on the other hand, is a little more relaxed in parenting North and just wants her to be whoever she wants to be. That's why she signed her up for art classes, sports, and anything else that North is interested in. We've heard a few rumors that Kim doesn't want North to hang out with Blue Ivy because she doesn't want her to take herself too seriously. She wants her to have fun and play like the child she is. We were kind of shocked when Blue Ivy, who was only 9 at the time, was named one of the winners of the Best Music Video Award at the Grammys for appearing in Beyonce's song Brown Skin Girl. When Blue became the second youngest person to win a Grammy, fans didn't know whether to like it or be confused by it. Some fans found it a bit awkward and felt it was a waste of talent. One person on Twitter said, "I want to be happy for Blue Ivy and her Grammy win, but I've been recording for 15 years. LOL. We understand that B is just trying to secure Blue's place in the music industry, but some of Blue's actions are downright grown up. She once outbid Tyler Perry for a piece of very expensive jewelry worth 19 grand. That's certainly not how regular 11-year-old girls behave, at least not any we know. Blue Ivy is anything but regular. She's Beyonce's daughter after all. But North has done some pretty incredible things too. She made her runway debut at Paris Fashion Week at just 6 years old. She took to the runway at Yeezy's season 8 fashion show and shut it down. Fans were quick to point out the difference. They believe North's performance at the Yeezy show is the same as a kid's performance at a birthday party. It was totally cool, chilled, and a little bit awkward. Kim took to Twitter to show her support for North, saying, "I am so proud of my Northie. Her first performance had me in tears. She had an impromptu performance on stage at her dad's Yeezy season 8 fashion show." We all know Beyonce is a perfectionist, but is her perfectionism putting pressure on Blue Ivy to be perfect? I mean, could you imagine Blue running around singing "What Are Those" at a fashion show?
What are those? These are clothes. What are those? These are clothes. Wow!
Kim has made it clear she is not a fan of Beyonce's parenting style. Good thing their kids don't run in the same circle and probably won't run into each other anytime soon. B wanted Blue to have the best education in the world, so she enrolled her in an elite private school in West Hollywood called the Center for Early Education. W Magazine dubbed it one of the most exclusive schools in LA with a 6% acceptance rate. Now, we're not entirely sure what school North West is enrolled in, but fans have alleged she goes to a popular school for celebrity kids called Sierra Canyon School. The difference in their education just goes to show that Blue Ivy comes from business-minded parents, while North comes from a reality TV family. We briefly mentioned Beyonce has Blue following strict rules earlier in the video, and you're going to be shocked when you find out what these rules are. Like, Beyonce had Blue learning foreign languages when she was just about 2 years old. We definitely can't imagine laid-back Kim putting North through that. Some fans also suggest it was a little too early for Blue to be learning a different language when she was just learning how to speak. If you thought that was bizarre, this takes the cake. According to rumors, B also hired a confidence coach for Blue. She is reportedly forced to have weekly lessons with her confidence coach, which consists of singing, dancing, drawing, and reading books on confidence. We definitely can't imagine North being forced into such rigid structures. North spends her time playing with her cousins and making fun of her mom on TikTok. While Blue is sitting in on strategy meetings, North West is appearing on a reality TV show playing with her pet hamster. We're not saying Beyonce is not a normal mom, we're just confused about her parenting style. We can't forget that time Beyonce asked Blue to hide behind a security guard because she didn't fit into the aesthetic of the picture she wanted to take, but Blue's legs were still visible in the photo. That just doesn't scream normal mom to us. We believe both Kim and Beyonce are raising their daughters to be like them. It's so obvious in how their kids turned out. Kim is a social media influencer, so it makes sense that she would encourage her daughter to be very active on social media. That is literally their bread and butter. Beyonce, however, is a business-minded artist, so it tracks that she will steer her daughter onto more business-minded pursuits like doing voiceovers for an award-winning children's book. There are fans who are also critical of Kim allowing North to be on TikTok. They believe she is too young and might develop insecurities due to the level of perfection shown on social media. Those fans praise Beyonce for keeping her daughter off social media. They say it would allow Blue to grow up without judgments and comparisons with other celeb kids. But is Blue growing up without judgment, or is she growing up too fast? We can't fault her for being jealous of the freedom North has. Any 11-year-old would rather be playing with friends and making silly videos than learning foreign languages and taking confidence classes. We certainly weren't making millions when we were 11 and being ranked the richest celeb child in the world, but then again, we are not Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter. We're not comparing the two kids as they are very different, and they might surprise us in the future and become besties. That is, if Beyonce and Kim allow it. We won't hold our breath on that one though. Do you think Blue Ivy is being raised too strict, or do you subscribe to Beyonce's style of parenting? Let us know in the comments down below if you prefer Kim Kardashian's style of parenting to Beyonce's. If you enjoyed this video, the next one will surely blow your mind.